morning, everybody. We got another big day. We loaded out like 30 heifers this morning. Someone bought some bred heifers, nice black critters. Now the silage crew started. They got Uncle Jeff's pit done and all the sorghum at his place. Now they're starting on this 17 acres back here. Bring this tractor back here so Dad can use it to pack if he ever has free time. We got one calf to dart, and then we're gonna go harvest some nice corn. Got some leftover alfalfa and rye from this summer. We're gonna bury that. Alright, let's go dart a calf. We're looking for calf 333. It's baldy with a white tag. I bet you that one sitting behind the bunks. That's a bingo. If you saw last video, we were hauling most of that corn to the ethanol plant, but then they closed and we hauled 2 loads in the new bin. We can take 2 more loads to the plant today. Then after that, we'll be bringing everything home. My auto steer takes a while to warm up in the morning. We're usually moving a little bit, especially since the base station we're kind of running off of is about 40 miles away. So it's recommended to be within like 10 miles. But I'm glad to see the corn is still running like it was yesterday. Really nice stuff. So obviously this last week was mostly soybean harvest videos until we finished up soybeans. Got quite a few comments saying, what are you gonna do with your beans because you can't sell them and this and that. And don't worry, I'm not gonna get political at all, but I just wanna say that, you know, I actually sold some soybeans yesterday. Like locally they're buying the beans. We got places to go with them. It's not like, oh crap, we harvested this crop and no one will take it, what are we gonna do? That's not the case, at least not around here. I got somewhere to sell my beans, and the price right now is a couple cents off from what it was at this time last year. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Jeff should be here any moment. He filled up that other truck at Storeless Station with fuel. I think he also got me a Gatorade from Storeless Station. What a man. I'm gonna dump into the grain cart, get empty on the end, that way I can shoot up the middle. And I gotta be completely empty when I make a pass down the middle because I'm getting pretty full by the end of the pass. But it's nice making a pass down the middle because then I can work in a circle. I always have my spout where the grain cart driver can drive so he can dump at any point in the field. Just opens you up for options. Makes it so the combine doesn't ever get full. And then it also makes it so the grain cart driver doesn't have to dump way at the end. He doesn't have to drive to either end of the field, if that makes sense. Oh, and that's exciting. We just got into this brown stuff, which is Pioneer. I needed some extra seed towards the end of the season and bought 5 little bags, about 15 acres worth of Pioneer. I've never planted Pioneer before, and this is what our local salesman recommended we use, so hopefully it don't disappoint. If it don't disappoint, I might buy some more. Uncle Jeff bringing me some drink. Grain cart number 2 of the day. Truck's full, grain cart's full, this combine's full. Oh, but I see Uncle Jeff. He's a-coming. So we're gonna put a little bit in this grain cart, and then we're gonna put the rest in the combine. Well, just as I was about to start trucking, Uncle Jeff pulls in. That means we can harvest for another 20 minutes before we get the next truck full, and then I'll start trucking. But also lunch showed up, and we got a mushroom and Swiss burger. Well, I better get this thing going here. Alright, this time I'm gonna go trucking. Kathy, that lunch was delicious. Like always, I am full to the brim. And I still got 4 cookies left and some chips. Whew. Dad said we got 1 pass left on that field. Grain cart's full. The last cookie. I better savor it. To the next field we go. Look what I found. It's a hidden cookie. I don't know, this field looks a little more damaged from that hail. Doesn't look like it's standing as well anyway. As we work back south, it already looks way better. Plants are standing, they're tall. That's some tall corn. Getting back in those big numbers here. I tell you what, I'm talking about some good corn here. Oh, who would you guess would call me? A car dealership trying to sell me a car. And I said, you know, my wife's got a nice vehicle, I got a nice vehicle, I'm not interested in upgrading. But then I thought, what if I turn that half-ton into a 3/4 ton? I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Alright, we're full. They're moving some equipment. We'll get out and look behind the combine. Getting it all off the cob. Looks pretty clean down here. The height on them is way up there, man. We've had years where we had to scrape down here, these little ears just like dang near touching the ground, but look at the height on these. Corn might put Reed through college right here. What's that? What'd you say? Eat me? If you say so. Starting to see some pheasants now that we're working on corn. 3 of them just went out. Oh, 4, 5. We got 1 full truck. Uncle Jeff is here. Oh, there's 2 more pheasants. Get the shotguns out, folks. We're gonna go trucking. Uncle Jeff is going to get 1 more load, and I'm gonna dump this and then get 1 more load, and we're gonna call it a day. Some of those first loads of corn were a little wet. Dad's got the fan running now. Yeah, I can feel moist, warm air coming out of that. Want to cool it and dry it a bit. I've never done that before. Huh. I didn't think I was pushing it hard, but we broke a shear bolt. You know, I usually slide it off the shaft and then deal with it. Well, since the auger's at this angle, this shaft won't slide back enough. It's bottoming out and I can't get it off there. And so what it wants me to do, what it's telling me to do, I'm doing some calculations, is lift that up, drive ahead, lower it down, and then fix it. And I just ain't doing that. I can't get this shear bolt out. That's actually what I've been doing with this pen, trying to poke it out. I need something stronger. I need to run up and get some tools. Shortcut. Excuse me. You know, it's gonna be a heartbreaker when I get this fixed, because there's all that corn sitting down there. It snaps right away. Let's give it a try. I'd like to not have to do that again the rest of the season. We're gonna get up there, haul one more home. We'll have to see what the morale is like when I get back to the bin site, if I'm wanting to dump it tonight or do it in the morning. Yep. Looks like a crowd at the Buckshots Wednesday night special. I don't know what it is tonight, but sometimes it's wings. Might be wings. I'd go for some wings. So I think morale is high enough we can dump this load of corn and call it a night. Well, there it is, folks. We took a few loads to the ethanol plant, and now we have 10 loads in the new bin. We just got about 80 acres left over on Denny's, and hopefully we'll get it done tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Got home before the sun was down.